What is up, guys? Welcome to my next episode of the Ipswich Town Road to Glory career mode number 45. And yes, we've got the last Champions League group stage match against FC Roma, and if we win that, then we do go through. If we draw that, we do go through. If we lose it, then it all comes down to goal difference, and hopefully Real Madrid doesn't beat RB Salzburg, at least by more than, I think it's by more than 5 goals or something like that. I think that 6-1 win against RB Salzburg definitely helped us press forward and actually knock out Real Madrid, but also we'll have to wait and see how that goes in the next episode when the group stages are drawn. I say group stages are drawn, when the next stages are drawn of the Champions League, and we'll go from there for you guys as Giles gets through against Leicester City and doesn't find the back of the net, and doesn't really test the keeper that much, as he sort of may have done a standard up diving save and catches the ball. But Leicester City find themselves playing around on the edge of our penalty area. Piazza gets the shot away, but Keller makes a nice and easy save there. Wolfden caught out of position. Cole comes over to help. Obviously, here's our LCB as Ager, our centre back, then starts to play LCB, centre back, because Cole goes over to play RCB and Wolfden's already playing right back, so it's a bit of a mess at the back at the minute, as Ager is the only centre back that's actually doing his job properly and playing his position properly, as in he clears out the ball. Now we get into the 83rd minute. Can we find a goal? No. Brownhill passes it into a Leicester City player, and that gets intercepted. Now Leicester City find themselves on the attack. Jovic one-on-one with Keller, and unfortunately it's going to be a 1-0 loss there, as Jovic goes through in the 85th minute, and really we couldn't find anything at all to find an equaliser within those 5 minutes, or 4 minutes even, if I should say. But yeah, a bit of an unlucky start against Leicester City. I really thought we were the better team coming up against them. We should have got at least a goal or a point or 3 points against them, but nevertheless we push on, going against West Ham. Heads held high, or trying to hold the heads quite high, as we don't make any changes, so it is the same lineup apart from the centre-back pairing goes back to, I believe, Wes Burns is in there. Knight's come in for a substitute as well, and we have slipped down to 3rd position as well as Kasper Dolberg. Wow, every other time would have found the net in that position, but slides it past the post and cannot capitalise on his chance. Now West Ham looking to capitalise on their attack as Brozier gets played through, and Keller, his chest makes the save. He doesn't get a hand on it, he just gets the side of his chest on it and forces out into a corner. Now West Ham on the attack again. Keller makes another great save into another corner. What can West Ham do here? Obviously Dewsbury Hall with a great tackle, tries to play it out. I don't know why he's trying to play it out to our centre backs, but or to our wing backs, and he gets dispossessed as West Ham then pounce on that, and then Brozier finds himself on the end of another scoring opportunity, and he makes the most of it 20 minutes in. And yeah, it's not really what we wanted starting off wise, as West Ham comes off from another literal kick-off there. From our kick-off we give the ball away, but then Brozier has another shot and Keller forced him to make another save, and you're going to see where this is going to go. Wes Burns, yeah, he can't do much on the line as Keller gets beaten and Brozier unchallenged in the air, and Brozier gets the double for West Ham and makes it West Ham 2, Ipswich Town 0. And you know, I think the lads have kind of dropped their heads after that Leicester City game. We were unbeaten going into this episode, and well, unfortunately not anymore, as yeah, we lost against Leicester City and now we're losing against West Ham. So can we find a goal to bring back anything? No, we can't, and it's going to end 2-0. Brozier with the brace in the 21st and 30th minute. And it's not looking good. We're sliding down the league positions. I think we're now 4th behind Liverpool, Manchester City, and I think we're behind Spurs as well. So this game really is trying to go above them, trying to get into 3rd position or 4th position, one of the two, because we've slid down out of the Champions League positions. Or I believe Tottenham might be lower than us, I'm not entirely sure, as Brownhill finds Bowden nicely, and Bowden finds the back of the net 5 minutes into the match, goes and celebrates with his fans nicely. You can't really write it. I mean, we're poor against Leicester, poor against West Ham, and we go ahead and score 4 minutes in against Tottenham Hotspur, which you'd have thought we would have probably waited a little bit longer, as Brownhill has a cheeky dig from that position, but only finds the easy catch of the keeper. Now Brownhill looked to play it into Dolberg, but Dolberg left it for Bowden. Now Bowden plays it into Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall in the penalty area, shoots it straight at the keeper's feet, and the keeper dive block saves it for Tottenham Hotspur. Now Ramsey finds his pass into Brownhill. Brownhill finds his nice, lovely through ball into Bowden, just a little bit too far out to the right, as then Bowden drags it back into the inverted run of Ainsley Maitland-Niles and forces a save out of the keeper, as Dewsbury Hall gets in. Can he get his first goal for the club? And this he can, against Tottenham Hotspur just before the halfway point, finds his first goal for the club. Hopefully he has many more to come, otherwise he is going to be proving himself to be more of a rotation important centre mids, other than, you know, Christensen's formerly first team crucial player for us. But hopefully Dewsbury Hall can perform and live up to what I expect him to actually be. Now we're obviously just trying to play it around, trying to keep possession, playing it around the back. Obviously Jair puts it into Kelly, we're just keeping the ball, but Kelly finds the Tottenham Hotspur player when he's trying to play the ball into Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now Frimpong plays it in to, he's just going to hold it up, he plays it into Jones though, Jones into Carrasco. Carrasco has a shot, gets deflected off an Ipswich Town player, and Zaniolo finds the back of the net from that deflection. And can we keep hold of 3 points with 4 minutes added on time? Can we get another goal to keep that breather? Brownhill into, wow, he's trying to get it into Bowden, but then Ramsey gets it into Bowden, but Bowden has the shot, and unfortunately he was offside. But that's how it's going to end, 2-1 to Ipswich Town. And yeah, 3 points is what we deserved out of that game, and obviously let's go on and try and push for the Premier League title against Manchester City, as I think they'll be the team to beat going forwards. Now the game against Roma, look at those points. Roma on 11, Ipswich Town on 9, Real Madrid on 6. Like I say, if we lose against Roma and Real Madrid beat RB Leipzig, and then comes down to goal difference for us, luckily we beat RB Leipzig by 6-1, so that's at least a +5 goal difference for us, as both our games against Real Madrid were draws. Our first game against Roma was a draw as well, both 0-0s. Our first game against RB Leipzig was by 3 goals to 1. I think it was a 3-0. I can't exactly remember. It's quite a while ago for me. Now recording this voiceover just now. But Roma find themselves 1-0 up in front. Can we try and bring anything back level? Can they add? Oh, they almost do add to their goal tally. And yeah, like I say, for the goal difference, if we lose by at least, I don't know, 4-0, 3-0, then that really racks up the difference for us, as that cancels out quite a lot of our goals scored against RB Leipzig. And we've just got to hold on right now. If it ends 1-0, then we are surely through, I'm pretty sure, just in case Real Madrid don't, you know, fluff RB Leipzig by 6 goals to 0. I'm sure they don't. The computer never does that. So we're in with a shot here, I believe, and surely through to the next round of the Champions League. But first of all, let's just concentrate on this Roma game, as Keller makes a fantastic save. And now Can we push on one last attack for us? I can imagine. Although we are in the 75th minute as Wes Burns looks to make that forward run, plays it into Bowden. Bowden doesn't really take the ball with him, but Harris substituted on. Oh, come on. He came substituted on from his injury. Tries to find the equaliser just to make sure we actually go through. But yeah, you don't need the group stages lineup. We are actually through. Real Madrid beat Leipzig 2-1. So we go through our goal difference with FC Roma. But there we have it. We find ourselves 4 points behind Manchester City, 1 point behind Liverpool. And here we have the next games: Everton, Chelsea, Brentford and Birmingham City in the Carabao Cup. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye bye.